Well, Rick Veach videos always seem to do good on here, so why not do more? I got piles of Rick Veach stuff. I'm a huge Rick Veach fan. I want to say I probably was exposed to this stuff before I knew who he was, but the first time I really got to, I got to look at this guy was Swamp Thing. I mean, and then, Brat Pack and Maxi, is it Maxi Mortal? The fuck? Is it Maxi Mortal? That's what my brain is telling me. Maxi Mortal's the name of the series and all that stuff. And then, of course, he was doing Roarin Rick's Rare Bit Fiends, the Dream comic, which I picked up, from issue 1 through probably getting near the end. If it was still coming out in 99, I probably got my last issue in late 99. That's when I kind of dropped out of comics again. And I know it comes out now. I know he self-publishes it through Amazon. They're thicker issues. I just haven't picked any up. But I got a couple issues here and a collection, so I'm going to go through them in a second here. But check out that cover. Look at that gorgeous. Issue 1, $2.95. I must remember, it's just a dream. Just a dream. Just a... Plus Dave said, man or monster, you decide in Zelda Cafe. There's issue 2. Not going to show you what's underneath there yet. This one, this is not my original copy. This is one I picked up cheap, and these don't even go cheap. I mean, the weird thing about this series is, like, the first couple of issues, you can find them. If you look around, you can find them for a little bit over cover price. Later in this run, you get... Because this first one came out during the glut, I'm sure. July 94, yes. And it's just lots of... It's Rick Veach... Rick, each issue, each page is like whatever Rick Veach's dreams were for that night of the... that night of the month. Like, check out this one, okay. Two for the flush. Dealer takes 2. Full boat, I'm betting the farm. What you got? Fiends! You can't play Fiends in this game. Just crazy-ass dream logic. And, like, you'll see small continuing themes here and there. It's black and white. I don't know if the new one is or not, but it's just gorgeous. I love Rick Veach art. Rick Veach art. To me, he's one of them great artists that does not get the attention he deserves because his writing catches so much attention for some of the stuff he's done. Some of the series, like I mentioned, Brat Pack, what was the one? He did that one on the 9/11 conspiracies. He's just like, I don't believe in this shit, but I'm doing them. Crazy stuff like that. I love this. Look at this Doom boat. It looks like a crazy-ass Hot Wheel car, like a Rat Fink model. Some Big Daddy Raw stuff. And you just saw there is a little bit of nudity. And then, check this out. There's some Cerebus. And I'm guessing maybe this is Frank Miller here. Maybe Steve Bissett. Maybe Steve Bissett. Steve Bissett probably fits that better than Frank Miller. And then of course, you get the letters page. He had recipes and shit, but then he also would let readers send in. This is the Zelda Cafe. This is a dream. This is the Dave Sim, I think. Yeah, Dave Sim. It's a Dave Sim dream comic. Okay, so that's the first issue. This is issue number 2. This is not from my original. This is my original collection. This is a rebought. And I paid less than cover price. Originally, I paid cover... Well, no. I was buying through a cool comic shop where if you had a pull list and had, if the owner knew, okay, this guy's going to be dropping, a decent amount of cash in my shop every week or so, he'd cut you. Okay, well, I get 20% off cover, so I'll give you 10% off. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm good with that. I didn't mind paying this stuff. I didn't mind paying cover price for it. Because these were books where I knew with that comic shop I was going to, which doesn't exist anymore, it's Lynn's Comics. I don't even know if it's all. It became All-American when the owner sold it, but I don't even think it exists. I'll have to ask somebody. He only ordered like 2 or 3 copies each issue. Like one for himself, one for me, and I think maybe. Well, it was basically in the tiles where he ordered pull list plus 1 or 2. Neil Gaiman was Save the Universe or Destroy It. Save the Word, Destroy It. Details and size. This is issue 2, and this is going to be August. It was a monthly comic. Another one about his cats. A lot of dreams about his cats. And just... Look, Bill Clinton. I love this pyramid car here, but look at that Bill Clinton. Veach is just, I don't know. He's one of those artists that he catches my attention and keeps it. Even just his crate where these things most of these make no sense. I'm just going, holy hell. Like, look at that, man. Look at that craziness. I mean, jeez. Or like, I like this. This kind of reminds me of that Crumb where it's like the street corner over the years evolving, but instead of that, it's just like all these weird, like, faceless people showing up. R. Crumb slings some cow matinee tonight. The Bob Dylan Museum. Even the cops spoke. Don't see that guy? He's an asshole. A real asshole. Bob and Andy Warhol. That's great. Ed Sullivan Show. Bob's first manager. Very Kirby-esque. Jolly Jack Dreams. Look at this. This is why I love Rick Veitch. Then we get, some green comics. This is Stephen Bissett, green comic right here. Grimes, I don't know who that is. Neil Gaiman gives you his dream comic right there. Hopefully that's good enough you can check that out. I mean, he can't draw. I mean, we know this. And then we get, now for something completely different. I think I mentioned in the first two shows, constantly twisting arms all my fellow friends and fellow creators to get them to try their own dream strips. Dave Sim was the first to come through with the Sparkling Zelda Cafe, and none others are in the talking stages as I write these words. One of my prime targets all along has been Neil Gaiman, who is a decent artist in his own right, as well as being, the author of the other dream comic we all love so much. Neil has actually contributed a one-pager to the original 24-hour comic that starred all this Rare Bit Fiends stuff. And I reproduced it in letters page from a 3-year-old fax, which I found in the back of a drawer. The original artwork was lost by Neil. Neil was game to attempt some new material, and of course, I was egging him on as much as I could without coming across like a DC editor. But the poor guy's schedule sounded so brutal, I knew it was going to be a cold day in King Hell before he ever had the time to actually sit down and draw again. So during one of our marathon telephone schmoz fest, I suggested it might be fun if I illustrated one of his dreams, and he liked the idea. Strangely enough, even though Neil and I go back to my Swamp Thing days, we never actually collaborate on anything beyond raw ideas. Sure enough, a few weeks later, I received a fax of 7 or 8 of Neil's dreams written out. I roughed them into page layouts and faxed them back, and we went over them panel by panel on the phone. Neil describing in detail what he remembered from the dreams, and me asking him for visual and emotional associations to flesh things out. The results surprised us both, I think, and we'll provide readers with a spooky, funny, and pretty darn accurate snapshot of what's going on in the subterranean sinkholes of the mind that's given us some of the best writing comics has ever seen. The good news is there's enough material to carry over in the next issue as well. As the future celebrity Rare Bit Fiends, this certainly opens up some interesting new avenues to explore. I know a number of writers who can't draw, and I'll be trying to tempt them to share their nocturnal missions in the same manner. Hey guys, these things write themselves. Also, I'm going to start a little research, see if I can turn up actual dream accounts from historical personalities that might make interesting strips. Any sharp-eyed readers who run in such materials, please send it in. And then we get quite a few pages of amazing, gorgeous Rick Veitch art of Neil Gaiman and just this weird-ass dream. And 4 pages? Yeah, 4. Oh, it looks like the Crypt Keeper almost. This was interesting, the 40 and 5 program. What this was is for restocks. Because sometimes it was a pain in the ass to get restocks on smaller press titles out of Advance or 93, Advance and Diamond. Back then, there was in Heroes World too. There was Heroes World. So what it was is you get a standard 40% discount off the price on an order of 5 or more copies from a publisher's backstock, not necessarily the same issue. Payment would accompany the order, and the publisher would pay basic shipping costs, either Surface or UPS. This is from a bunch of independents like Cerebus, Wandering Star, Bone, I think ended up offering this. Just an interesting little program that I don't really know. I don't really know who all worked with this, to be honest. It's been so long. And then, of course, we got a Don Simpson back cover. Then, of course, got to show this off. This video is going to run along with it. Rabbit Eye, the Dream Art of Rick Veitch. This is a former library copy that I've stripped a bunch of stickers off of. Dreams graphic novel, King Hell Press, the collected Rare Bit Fiends. This reprints, I want to say, the first couple of issues. This material is serialized in Roarin Rick's Rare Bit Fiends issues 1 through 8, except for the appendix, which appeared in issue 12. So, no, it's not full reprints. Man, I got Brat Pack. I got the one. I got Heartburst. I don't have 41. I'd love to have the River, but that's out of print. So, this is just some reprints. I'll go, who does this? Who does this opener? And you can see this is all the pages starting to yellow on the ends. Jeremy Taylor. Okay. This is out of print. I might be back into Amazon. Rick Veitch, talking about Dream Comics. So this is this just full straight out reprint? It looks like a full straight out reprint issue 1. If it is, I might maybe get rid of that issue. I doubt it. It's Rick Veitch. I don't. It looks, yeah, that's what it looks. It looks like it's just straight up reprint. Excuse me, sorry. That's issue 2, ain't it? Yeah, I think it is issue. And this is going to be issue 3. Like you said, just great. And that's the thing. Later issues, like different artists start appearing in. And like there's a car trip. I don't remember what issue it was, but they're on a car trip and they're getting ready. The cops are getting ready to pull them over. And I can't remember who else pulls out like their stash. I was like, oh my God, we're going to get busted. He's like, there's a couple of crumbs in the corner. I got to get rid of them. Alan Moore's chagrin. I don't see the celebrity books, comics in here, so I'm going to have to keep those issues. But yeah. There's Neil Gaiman again, Marvin Gaye, Frank Zappa. He has a lot of dreams about Neil Gaiman. A lot of them doppelganger. Just gorgeous art in here. I'd love to have the full run of these, but this is another one where it's just too damn expensive. These things, the ones I'm pretty sure they're out of print. And he did not fully trade all the Dr. Blasphemy. I want that shirt. So, and here's the thing. Okay, I'm gonna zoom. I'm gonna pull it in. Okay, see that shirt? It took me until about 2 years ago to realize the exclamation point. Yeah, how did I not see that? It's kind of like the Maniac poster. You never noticed the bulge. Oh, Dick Tracy. You never noticed the bulge for years. Bean World. Oh, God, Bean World. I'm looking, I know that strip I was talking about with the stash box is in these first few issues. Because it's in one of the ones when I was getting this monthly. Or, I don't think after the first 2 issues this ever really came out monthly. This is one of those where they claim monthly. It wasn't. Oh, I like the screens. Look at that shit. Look at this. Like, it looks kind of more like the stuff I'd see in like the Marvel magazines. I like that. I have not read this in quite a while. I've read it, but it's been a long, long, long time. Okay, this is starting. I think this is the issue I was thinking of earlier. Yeah, Sim Hates Women. Joe Smith. Is this one or the next one? I don't know. I guess not in the appendix. What is this? This is some weird, weird stuff, folks. And it's obvious Rick Veitch is an old hippie dude. And he does some crazy ass comics. Look at that, man. I mean, it ain't much of a collection of Roarin Rick's Rare Bit Fiends, damn it, but it's still a nice little collection. I hope y'all enjoyed. I had fun making this one. I'm out.